I'm going to be reading from Tangerine, page 112, Wednesday, September 20th. I got my uniform today. Joey brought his over after supper. We went out back, through the patio doors. That was a mistake. It was a bad time to be outside. The muck fire was particularly strong. I could actually see it and feel it and smell it swirling over and into our yard. And mixed in with it, I could hear a sound, a predator sound, the sound of Arthur Bauer's Land Cruiser on the other side of the back wall. It was the sound of Arthur and Eric accelerating, braking, and sliding through the mud on the perimeter road. I should have told Joey to come back inside, but I didn't. We laid our uniforms out on the picnic table side by side so we could compare them. Joey's uniform is brand new. It has light blue socks, white shorts, and a light blue jersey. The jersey has a white number 10 on the back, and the word Seagulls written in cursive across the front. Pretty cool. My uniform has obviously known some previous owners. It has maroon socks and shorts and a gold jersey with a thin maroon stripe on each side. The jersey has a black number 5 on the back and a round black patch over the heart, hand sewn, that shows a ferocious looking eagle with arrows in its talons. The smoke was starting to get us, so we gathered up our stuff to go inside. I hadn't noticed that the predator's roar had stopped. Arthur and Eric had quit their mud running and driven around from the perimeter road to our driveway. I usually notice stuff like that, especially where Eric is concerned, but I didn't today. Just as Joey and I turned around from the table, Eric and Arthur entered the backyard through the gate. Arthur ignored us and headed toward the patio door. Eric, carrying all of his football gear, swiped at Arthur with his helmet and said, "Hey, check it out. It's Mohawk Man's brother." Arthur stopped and stared at Joey. He answered on their cruel wavelength. I didn't know Mohawk Man had a brother." "Yeah, you did, butthead. The shoes. He was trying to take Mohawk Man's shoes." The two of them started to laugh. Eric said, "It's the hair that fooled you. No family resemblance." Arthur picked up the banter. No resemblance. None at all. "I wonder if he got his money back for those shoes." "Hey, yeah. There was nothing wrong with those shoes. The kid had some money coming." Joey was clearly stunned by this exchange. He had no idea what they were talking about, but I did. And I felt sick with anger. Eric and Arthur continued on through the patio doors, passing through them into Mom's world, changing their ghoulish routine about Mike Costello into one about the National Honor Society or student government or some other bowl for Mom's ears. Joey turned to me with a pleading look. He said, "What are they talking about? Who's Mohawk Man? Forget about it. They're idiots." "No, tell me. You obviously know." Joey was right. I took a deep breath of the smoky air and explained, "Joey, they're making fun of your brother. They're making fun of Mike when his hair got burned off by the lightning, and they're making fun of you for trying to take his shoes off at the field." Joey thought for a minute, then he whispered, "That's what I thought they were doing." He sat down on the picnic table bench. "I should have punched them out for that. I should have tried anyway." He looked at me. "That's what Mike would have done. Mike had guts. He stood up to people when he had to." Joey's voice dropped even lower. "He wasn't a coward like me." "Hey, you're not a coward. We saved people's lives at that sinkhole, right? This is different. This is personal. It's about me. They knew they could do that to me. They knew I wouldn't do anything back. They're idiots, Joey, and they're just not worth it. You don't see me standing up to them, do you? I just let them be idiots." Joey stared at the wall. "I know a lot of those football guys are laughing at me because of what I did, because of the shoes, but I never in a million years thought they were laughing at Mike." "Hey, nobody who's worth thinking about is laughing at Mike, or at you. Who are we talking about here? Eric. Eric's laughing at everybody. It's all a big joke to him. Arthur Bauer, he's a big zero. And now he's getting his chance, right? He's going to hold the ball for Eric, but he's no Mike Costello. Nowhere near. He doesn't have the talent. He doesn't have the character. So what's he going to do? He's going to mock him. He's going to put him down. He'd never do it to Mike's face, so he's doing it that way. He's the coward, not you." Joey may or may not have been listening. I don't know. Tears were pouring down his face. He tried to talk through them. I wanted to explain to Coach Warner about the shoes. I guess he thought I had cracked up or something. Joey let the sorrow pump out of him now, like blood from an artery. But I saw Mike laying there, Maybe I even knew he was dead. I don't know. I had to do something for him somehow. Mike always felt better when he got his shoes off. That's the first thing he did when he came home. Always. He took his shoes off, and that's what I was trying to do. He sniffed and sat up straight. It was stupid, and it wouldn't have done him any good. But none of the other stupid things they tried did him any good either, did they? I shook my head. No. I know people are laughing at me. I hate it. I hate that school. I hate that football field. I hate that goalpost. So why don't you come to Tangerine with me? It's too late now. I'm on the split shift. So get off the split shift. Get your dad up there. They're afraid of him. Believe me, they'll do anything he says. Joey picked up his uniform and wiped his face in it. What do you mean? Why are they afraid of him? I opened my eyes wide with surprise. It seemed so obvious to me. Your dad's a lawyer. Your brother got killed on their property. In their care. They're afraid he'll sue him. Joey looked at me dumbly, and I realized the Costellos weren't thinking anything of the kind. They were mourning Mike, and that was all. I said, sorry, bad idea, I'll shut up. But I could sure use some company at Tangerine. I'll bet you could. Anybody try to kill you yet? No. Anybody mess with you at all? Nobody who's still alive. Oh yeah, right. Joey rolled up his uniform into a blue and white ball. Okay if I hop over your wall? Sure. I just don't want to walk past. He stopped and nodded toward the house. I don't blame you. How are you going to get to your house? I'll go around the guardhouse. Joey pulled himself to the top of the 6-foot wall. He sat there for a minute before he said, So Tangerine's not that tough? I didn't say that. What about the soccer team? They got some tough guys on that. Girls, too. Tough girls? No, but they got girls, and they start. Wow, any chance I'd start? None. You'd stand next to me on the sideline. Joey looked and turned over the wall to the other side. He said, I'll think about it. See you. And he vaulted down into the mud of the perimeter road.